Okay guys, Kajova 13 here, showing you a quick battle. This was me as Carthage and my opponent's playing as the Seleucids. So I've got a general, an African war elephant, 2 Carthaginian cavalry, 2 Campanian mercenary cavalry, 3 Cretan archers, 2 I've forgotten now, late Carthaginian hoplites possibly, and 4 Libyan infantry. This guy has brought a ton of skirmishers. And he's got 6 slingers, 2 peltasts, 4 archers, 2 light and 2 heavy, and then he's going to hide them. He's going to hide them, as we'll see, in 6 pikemen, and then he's got some heavy cataphracts, and I've completely forgotten what these guys are. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the one I did before this, which was me as trying out the Swaby. I tried it against a Rome player, and he had clearly figured out what was going on with the Swaby scare tactics, so when I swarmed up he just kept his distance. Tried to run in using the Ariovista's fast charge, and he just legged it. So in the end, I actually won on the flanks, but he had 6 Avocatico, and there's no way Wolf Warriors are beating those guys. So yeah, I'm not showing you that one, I'm showing you Carthage. Went back to my old favourites, Carthage.
Greeks imagine themselves the equal of Carthage. How can they think such a thing? Will Bahadur think such a thing?
Alright, we're on Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Could have listened to what the general had to say there, but no, apparently we're straight on the march. Yeah, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. This map is on a gradient slope going from one side to the other, and this guy had set himself up more towards the centre, so I saw a chance to grab the high ground, move my army up this way. Got the Mausoleum over here in the background. Can't really see it very well, but there we go. So yeah, as you can see here, he's got a line of pikes around his skirmishers, and he's going to move his formation, but it's basically going to stay the same. His plan is just to have so much firepower that he can win any skirmish fight and use his pikemen to stop my cavalry getting to them. We'll see how well that goes for him. So I am in the process of grabbing the high ground, but it takes a little while, so let's speed it up. Dramatic music. Eastern Slingers. That's fully half of this guy's skirmishing force. They're not great. 20 missile damage, good range, not so much ammo, almost no armor, and very low health and very low morale, which is going to be very important in a minute, as we will see. So let's put it back on play regular speed. So now I've got the high ground up here. I'm trying to figure out which way to go downhill. I know I've got to, at some point now, I've got as much advantage as I'm going to get. So I'm going down this way, and around here, and around here. How exactly I do that, I'm going to base on what he does. Now I've got my 3 units of Cretan archers here. Now these guys are pretty damn good. And you compare them with the slingers here. So these guys have got 32 missile damage compared to 20 missile damage. They've got the same range, same shots per minute. Slingers have got more ammo, but the Cretans have also got more. Where are they going? Archer have got more armor, more health, and more morale. So in any sort of straight up battle, the Cretans are going to come out on top, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have my main line here, move my Cretans forward here, and start getting into a firefight with these guys. I'm going to have my cavalry on the flanks, ready to go around. As you can see, this guy has moved his Hellenic cataphracts super heavy cav and his Agima Cav. I'm not entirely sure what he was thinking he'd do with them, but they're clearly there to act in case I try and get my cavalry into his skirmishes. Maybe he doesn't expect me to try and take on such a larger force with my limited cretans. I realise I'm getting them a bit far out. But yeah, okay, so yeah, I move my main line of infantry up to the 4 Libyan infantry and the 2 Carthaginian hoplites. These guys are to help in any cav engagement on the flanks. See, they're taking a lot of fire now, and they've only lost 4 guys so far. Meanwhile, this unit, they've already lost half their number, and they're going to start wavering. They've already used their fast reload. Okay, now I see an opportunity to get into his cav. I take my companion cav into his cataphracts, but for some reason I take my Carthaginian cav into his skirmishers, even though I should have taken them into his Agima, because now I've left their flank wide open for them to come in here, which is what they do in the event. My cav on the other flank comes in, now all of his missile infantry here starts firing into my cav, and then my Carthaginian cav are going to take already taking heavy casualties. The Agima cav come in here, taking some casualties here, but basically his front line of slingers is dead at this point. I thought my companion cav would do alright, especially since they got quite a good charge against these Hellenic cataphracts in here, but they are getting minced. 6 cataphracts dead. Oh, almost half my companion cav dead. The enemy general pulls back, like here, legging it, leaving the skirmishers to their fate, but my Carthaginian cav do take more skirmish fire coming out of here. My Cretans, with the slingers dead, are now focusing on the next big threat, which is these archers. So 1 unit of Persian light archers routes, and we'll start focusing on the other one now. And those eastern slingers route. I try and charge this Carthaginian cav in. There's only 17 left of them, and then they're going into super heavy shot cav. So they start wavering almost instantly because they're still coming under missile fire. There's only 8 of them left now. They're gone. Now, I think he pulls these guys out, maybe? Maybe, I'm not sure. Ah, yes. I charge him. Units of my guys start wavering, so I charge in some hoplites to help in the fight. He pulls his cataphracts out. There's no point in pursuing this, because if I'm not winning already, I'm not going to catch him with my infantry, and the companion cav can't win on their own. So I think, right, out we come. Back towards the safety of my elephants, which I am keeping away from his mass missile fire here. So we've got these cataphracts here down to just over half strength. These guys almost untouched, but a lot of his missile strength has been taken out now, and my Cretans, crucially, still taken almost no casualties. Now, he's seeing that, and these guys are starting to annoy him, so he's bringing in his super heavy cav, pretty confident that they can deal with me. I don't see this until the last minute, so I've got to bring in this Libyan infantry, and all my remaining cavalry, and these hoplites. He starts to maneuver, try and deal with it, and my guys start running back, but my cav catches him. I worry he's going to pull through. He engages trample for some reason, but enough of my guys have got him, and he starts taking enough casualties. Wavering, attacked in the rear. There. Broken. I think, yeah, he's shattered. So those cataphracts are out of the game now. I'm confident about my cav advantage at this point, but my positioning, as you're going to see, sucks. Absolutely sucks. You see, he's still got these Agima cavalry, his general, and I'm eager to keep my remaining cavalry out of range of his skirmishers here, because I want to be able to have a lot. I want a lot of tools for when the final battle of these pikemen comes. So I pull these guys way back here and start thinking about moving them around. But what I don't do now is keep an eye on these guys. So if you want to do that, you'll see where I go wrong. So I'm still focusing on the skirmish battle. I'm killing the Syrian heavy archers. So really now all he's got is 2 units of peltasts and these 2 units of slingers and archers that have come back from routing with barely any men in them. Look at all this. It's massacre, absolute massacre. The Cretans, 14 men dead, 5 men dead, 21 men dead. Now, yeah, see, the Agema cavalry are going to swing round. My cav is over here. That's not helpful, is it? No. Now I see what he's doing, and I move my other unit of hoplites, I'm never sure on the pronunciation, into intercept. These guys are out of ammo, so I charge them in anyway, trying to blunt the charge and get my hoplites in. They sit around for a minute for some reason. Now, sensibly, he's done this unit now. He's done him in, so he very sensibly pulls his cavalry out, tries to get around my Carthaginian hoplites, and he's going to do this very well now. And I'm panicking, so I'm not really microing very well. It brings him around into these other units here. These guys, I think, are the only guys with ammo left at this point now, which is why I put fast reload on them. And he now knows it. I don't know why I hadn't done anything with these guys. Just stood there, and they try and engage him. It's not going to matter. He is going to keep his general sicked on these Cretan archers. I think somehow he knows they're the only ones with ammo left. He'll stay on them. However, I've noticed he's left a hole. There should be a line here. I'm going to bring my cavalry around. At least that's the initial plan. He's finished with my archers now. So he is retreating his cavalry. He's trying to block the hole here. He's retreating his cavalry down this way. You can see me give the attack order. I've got companion cav, my general's bodyguard. Both companion cav actually remaining, so they're going to go into him. And he's not going to get away. So now it's just a question of getting through this pike box, and he's not made it as secure as he can, so I'm able to kind of come in on the flank. And now I think, screw it. I've got these elephants, let's use them. So I'm going to try and bring them here on this weak point in the box. Meanwhile, I've caught the general. He's going down. Shot cavalry and he took the charge, so they're going to die because they've got very low melee defense. There, so now the elephants are going to come in on the flank. Some of them are going to get caught on the pikes, and some of them are going to die. But they do enough morale damage and enough hit point damage that this pikeman unit is just going to die. And meanwhile, I've pulled this Libyan infantry unit through into the skirmishers, who I think are probably out of ammo at this point. I see a couple of elephants going down there, but these guys go nuts, and they just pull through. And now I've opened up the flank here and here. And you can see I'm positioning other units here, 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 ready to come up. My cavalry are back. Everyone's wavering because there's elephants running around their back line. Wouldn't you? Heffel up stomping around, murdering these guys. Oh, that's it. It's all over. Okay, so some micro mistakes that meant I could have won it a lot easier, but still. Okay, this was Kajal 13 and my first attempt at a Rome Total War 2 commentary video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.